This is a follow-up on our previous video. We advise you to watch the original one before you proceed here. Cellceutix announced something. I'm making this a sort of a speed update / review because I still can't get my head wrapped around this something. In the last session, the company announced a dollar volume of almost 18 million.
Cheese and crackers.
The news is straightforward. It's just a press release that's rightfully uplifted the mood of shareholders since it's a genuine piece of good news. This is it, Brilicidin, the company self-pronounced the lead drug in a new class of antibiotics, received the designation of Qualified Infectious Disease Product from the FDA. For those unaware what this means, this designation makes the drug eligible for additional incentives from the FDA. Possibilities for such incentives include a 5-year extension of market exclusivity, for example. Honestly though, while the news is profoundly positive, these are just possibilities as nothing is actually on the table. Yet that didn't stop investors from going crazy and pushing the share price to an upward leap of 34%. The price rose more than $1, going from $3.35 to $4.50. And that despite the company being a pink sheet. Now, this isn't the beginning of the week, so traders should know that there's plenty of room for a pullback or even a continued run. The movement is very hard to predict, of course, but it should be noted that the last session recorded a share volume of 8 times the average. Likely, there were a lot of new investors attracted by the sudden news, and more than a few will feel tempted to pocket the gains from the sudden rise. The trading range should be somewhere around these two levels. On the fundamentals front, the company's financials are as follows: $7 million in cash out of $7.2 million in current assets. Current liabilities are at $7.9 million and $4.3 million in loss from operations. There are no revenues recorded since inception. But that's hardly surprising since this is a development stage company. Overall, the financials are positive enough. Quarter by quarter, the cash has grown and the net loss has been lowered. There is, however, something entirely else that pops up in the last quarter report, and that is worrying. Since Cellceutix has to rely on equity financing, just for October 2014, a total of 800,000 shares were issued for proceeds of $1.9 million, or about 42 cents each. Additionally, from 2013 to September 2014, the company had a deal with Aspire Capital that produced 5.9 million shares for a total sum of about 10.4 million, or about 56 cents each. Obviously, since the shares were sold for about 8 to 10 times less money than the current market price, I think it's safe to say that the people holding them will find their eyes quite beautiful.
Sometimes there's so much beauty in the world. I feel like I can't take it.
I have a small amount of money to invest and I want to gamble in the market. I'm looking for a penny stock that'll go up and turn it into $100,000 or $1 million.